Hello Slapafish community, welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be driving the T-46, which is a tier 3 Soviet light tank that actually gets a good amount of guns. So I'm actually going to be showing you two of the guns I definitely would recommend on this tank. The 45mm gun, which I'm currently using in this replay, and the 37mm automatic gun, which is very devastating gun, which should be in the second replay. And I just took a little bit of hit points. Also, we're also on Abbey, which Abbey is a fun map. It has all these secret little spots you can go to, a whole bunch of alleyways, and I'm so happy they brought this map back at tier 10. So also, you do get a derp gun on this tank. It's a 76mm gun. It's okay to use, high explosive and heat. It's okay. Like, it does 105. Hold up. How much damage does this do? It's like 164 with the high explosive, 110 with the heat. But we're only going to be focusing on the 45 and the 37mm gun. So, also, I'm only using quick learner on this, so definitely stuff I would recommend for this tank is anything that helps the camo, the view range, and accuracy of this tank. And rate of fire for the 45mm gun. And this 45mm gun is really, really good, and I love it. It's such a good gun. I didn't know about this gun before when I used to play this tank all the time. This used to be like one of my most played tanks, the T-46, because that 37mm automatic is such a fun gun. So, this tank goes fast. It goes 58 forward, 20 reverse, and a power weight ratio of 23.36. And also, that bot right there is using the 37mm gun. Not very effective, but the 37mm gun is very, very devastating. So is this gun. This gun has high penetration for a tier 3. 75 on standard, 110 on its premium, 1,435 DPM, which is a lot for tier 3. 55 damage per shot, and its reload is 2.3. Aim time is 2.3. Accuracy is 0.37. That's why I said buff the accuracy of this gun. And yeah. So there's a SAU-40. It's a weird tank. I wonder if that tank will ever get the turret on top working. It'd be kind of cool to see that little gun on top working. So right here I'm using another position that Abbey is known for. Abbey has a whole bunch of these corridors and hideaway positions, and Abbey is such a great map. And Abbey is also Abbey is also in the map I got my first Call of Bonus medal on with my Chaffee in a tier 8 match, and it was a 1v5 or a 1v7, and I was fighting tier 8s, and it was great. It's much fun. And I just love Abbey. Abbey's just such a good map. And here's a Panzer IIIJ, which I don't have the gun depression on this tank. It's 8 degrees of gun depression on this tank, which is still not enough to fight this Rizline. But I did drop down and trying to get shots off this Panzer IIIJ that's running away. And the Panzer IIIJ is going to go down. Artillery can't get any shots, and there's 4 tanks left. They have a light tank, which is a Thresher, and 2 tank destroyers and the artillery. Now, I'm deciding to go back to the base because I think somebody's going to be coming back to the base. And I took very minimum damage right there at 5 hit points, so that's good. So, the 45mm is such a load of fun. Also, this tank gets terrible view range at 310, but also really good concealment, so it kind of balances itself out. So, also the equipment I'm using is powertrain, camo, and the optics. So here's a Thresher, 69 hit points, and there's a thing about the Thresher. Thresher is really good. Thresher, I believe, has the highest win ratio of any tank in the entire game. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not really standing any chance against a Thresher. So yeah, and I'm dead. Thresher killed me. And I'm very confident that the Thresher has the highest win ratio in the game. Honestly, I'm probably going to look that up. So, yeah, also, this is the 37mm match. And I'm going to be rushing into position on port. Another map that you don't get to really get to see. Yeah, Thresher has the highest win ratio by far of any tank in the game. The Thresher has a 61.87% win ratio. Second place is the American Sexton 1 at 58.08. So the Thresher is winning by almost 4%. What? So yeah, that tells you how good the Thresher is. And yeah, it is a mercenary tank. So yeah, here's the T-46's 37mm gun doing 244 damage, and it is pretty accurate for being an autoloader. And as you can see, it fires 3 shots every interclip. It does burst damage, so it's 3 shots every time you pull the trigger. So yeah. Also, when lower tiers had lower hit points, you could clip out any tank, and it was fun. It was great. So yeah, let's talk about this gun. This gun does 40 damage per shot. Remember, there's 6 shots there, so that's 240 damage. Penetration is a lot lower on this gun at 44 on standard, 46 on its standard, 62 on its premium. Aim time is 2.3, and clip reload is 0.35. Accuracy is 0.45, and its DPM is 2,340, which is very, very impressive for a tier 3 light tank. And 8 degrees of gun depression. So yeah, as you can see, we're already racked up 1,000 damage. And yeah, this tank probably needs more ammunition, because lower tiers got up in hit points, and not a lot of tanks got more ammunition, since all the lower tier tanks got buffed in hit points. And I believe if I was running a 9-skill crew this game and last game, I would have definitely won both of these games, more likely. And right now I'm shooting at M2 medium, which is also using a dirt gun, but cannot pin me from the side. Probably just keeps hitting my track. And look, there's that Thresher I'm talking about. So let's see how this gun does with 40mm of lower penetration. And yeah, for some reason my gun just wants to be inaccurate there. So that's just really great when there's a Thresher. And hello, Thresher, and I'm dead. So that's the Thresher. Oh wait, this replay is about the T-46. So T-46, it's a very fun tier 3 light tank. It's very worth picking up, and if you're ever going to grind through this line, very much able to keep in. 2 very, very good guns, the 45mm and 37mm. Also, if you really wanted to, you could always use that derp gun 76mm, which is also fun, but I'd rather focus on these 2 guns, because they're just, in my opinion, just funner and just better. Anyway, that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember Slapafish, because watch not, and peace out. See ya.